In this Baldur's Gate 3 guide, I'm going to show you a very good monk build that is actually a multi-class build. We get lots of crits, we do big damage, and it's all round just a great build to use. So if you're wanting to use monk and you're wanting to mix it up, then this could potentially be the build for you. And I show you what you need to do from level 1 all the way to level 12 so you could map out this build for your playthrough. So let's jump into this tutorial and I will show you this Baldur's Gate 3 build with the monk class that is absolutely devastating and you get lots of crits. Alright guys, so the first thing we're going to do in this build is choose our race, and we're going to go with the half. And this is because when you land a critical hit with a melee weapon attack, your damage dice are tripled instead of doubled. And we also get relentless endurance, which is very good. If you reach 0 hit points, you regain 1 hit point instead of being downed. And then we also have our dark vision and we have base racial speed. We're obviously going with the monk class. And most people here pick soldier. I go with outlander because I get survival. The abilities, I'm going to go through this right now. We have strength. This is basically a primary strength build. Dexterity 14, constitution 14. We are going to put some points into this a little bit later to get these numbers even, but this is the build that we are going with right now, and these are the abilities, and these are the ability points that we have on our build. All right, for level 2 we now get patient defense, where we get attack rolls against you have disadvantage, and you have an advantage on dexterity saving throws. When they get step of the wind, double your movement speed. Jump no longer requires a bonus action, which is very good. And then we have this one here, which is retreat to safety by disguising. Jump no longer requires a bonus action. From level 2 to 3, we're going to go away with the open hand, and we now get flurry of blows topple. We now get flurry of blows stagger. Stagger is very powerful. So punch twice in quick succession and stagger the target, making it unable to take reactions. And then we also have flurry of blows push. This is also very good. We can push enemies back. So push twice in quick succession and possibly push the target 5 meters away. This is very good when you're playing and there's like a cliff beside you, or a cliff behind the enemy, I should say. And this works very well just generally in most situations where you can push monsters off bridges, cliffs, and things like that. Now at this level, essentially you want to use your main attack first over these ones. So I'm going to go do a main attack on this guy, 80% his success. And because this was only an action, we can go ahead and use one of these as well, as these will now take a bonus action and key points. So I'm going to go with the stagger on this guy and show you. Let's zoom in and see if we can get some action here. And we actually killed him because we're quite strong at this point in time. But that's how I would play this class at this point in time, is by using your main attack first and then going ahead and using these to either finish enemies off, stagger them, topple them, push them, whatever you want to do. But that's how I've been using this particular setup. Now at level 4 we are going with Tavern Brawler, and we're going to go ahead and put a point into strength. So now our strength is even at 18. Level 4 to 5, we're going to go and get an extra attack. This is very good. And we also get these actions, Stunning Strike Melee, and we also get Stunning Strike Unarmed as well. And we also get an additional key point. Level 6, quite a bit happens here. We get another key point, we get some improved unarmored movement, and we also get key empowered strikes, and we also get 3 passive that we could potentially use. You can only use one of these at a time. And then we get another action, which is wholeness of body, which is very good as well. You get 18 healing, and it also regains half your key points and enters a temporary state of wholeness. Now what that means is when you use your key points, you can use this action, and not only do you get healing, you get some key points back. Then from level 6 to 7, we are now going to get evasion and stillness of mind. So level 8, this is what you essentially want to do with this particular build, is you want to have your strength at 18, dex 14, constitution 14, intelligence 10. So we just put another point into that to get our intelligence from -1 to 0, and then wisdom, we go +1 to +2. We need wisdom for our passives, and then charisma we are leaving at 8. So this is what you want to do from level 7 to level 8. Now this is where you start to multi-class. There is a couple of ways you can do this. Now a lot of builds focus around Barbarian at this point. I'm going to have another video on that soon about a Monk and Barbarian update from my last video, so make sure you subscribe for that build. In this one, we're going to go ahead and focus on the fighter style, and that's because we get second wind, which is very helpful, and we also get some other good features in a minute. Now, I'm going to get some people asking about wisdom and why I put my wisdom up in to 14. Well, because wisdom helps with our damage and also with our armor with this particular build. Now, I did forget to pick something before, and that was my fighting style in the last one. You want to pick defensive. That is what I chose. Now in this one, you want to stick to fighter, so we're now going to level up, and we now get action surge, so immediately gain an extra action to use this turn. We're going to go accept. Now this one, there's a few things we kind of got to focus on here. So we're not going to worry about any of this because we're going to go with champion, and the reason why is because we get this subclass feature, improved critical hit. The number you need to roll a critical while attacking is reduced by 1. This effect can stack. This is a very powerful subclass feature and works very well with this particular build. So we are going to be going with champion. Now from a level 11 to level 12, we're going to go with ability improvement. We're going to stack it into strength, and this is going to max out our strength. And this is exactly the numbers that you want for this particular build. So let's go check it out and see how this thing goes. All right, guys, I know this is the starter area and we are way too overpowered for this, but I'm just showing you how this works. As you can see, we've got a critical hit there. And now we have an extra attack, so we can essentially do the main attack again. The extra attacks only work on the ones that are highlighted. So I'm going to actually do a main attack again. Another critical hit. Now on this build we also get the deflect missiles. If you don't know how that works, reduce the damage from ranged weapon attacks by 1d10, plus your dexterity modifier, plus your monk level. If the damage is reduced to 0, you use a key point to deflect the missile. And then we also get the option to shoot it back, as you just saw then, and we killed the enemy. Now here we're going to do a main attack again. And we missed that one. We get an extra attack. We can do throw, we can do improvised melee weapon, and I'm going to do stunning strike this time around. And we got another critical. And then we also get we can do this, we can do immediately gain an extra action to use this turn. I'm going to do Flurry of Blows Stagger. We did another critical hit. And I'm also going to go Action Surge. And we're going to get another turn. And I'm going to go ahead and do Stunning Strike again. That does use a key point, that's okay. And we missed that time. Then I also get another extra attack with the main hand attack. So this is just a massive crit attack. I don't even know how many attacks we just had then, but we did a lot of attacking. Alright guys, so that is a very good Monk fighter build. I do have a Monk Barbarian build coming out soon, so make sure you subscribe for that, and I'll see you in the next video.